I wonder what conversations you've had with Tyson and Frank, and you've seen it all. If you genuinely believe that Tyson Fury is happily retired,
I think Tyson Fury owes it to himself and his family to remain happily retired.
Yo guys, welcome back to Boxing Nights. The talk of the boxing world today is that Uncle Bob Arum has insisted that the Gypsy King Tyson Fury should stay retired now.
Because he is a good communicator, and he is an entertainer. But I don't think he should step in the ring again.
Bob Arum has made it clear what he believes Tyson Fury should do next in his boxing career. Well, at least what he shouldn't do. According to Arum, Fury ought to stay retired, not because the sport owes him anything, but because, in Arum's words, he's had enough. The 36-year-old heavyweight, who's been known to announce his retirement with all the gusto of someone announcing a trip to the grocery store, made his latest decision official earlier this year, in January. It was a rather abrupt move, especially since only days earlier, Eddie Hearn had let slip that a fight between Fury and Anthony Joshua was being lined up for the summer at Wembley. But then again, this is Tyson Fury we're talking about, and if consistency was his thing, we wouldn't be talking about him so much.
Hi everybody, I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'd like to announce my retirement from boxing. It's been a blast. I've loved every single minute of it, and I'm going to end with this. Dick Turpin wore a mask. God bless everybody. See you on the other side. Get up!
Fury has already retired more times than most boxers even step into the ring. He had previously declared himself done with boxing in April 2022 after his victory over Dillian Whyte. But that didn't stop him from returning just 6 months later to face Derek Chisora in the third installment of their trilogy. Before that, Fury had also retired in 2017, 2016, and 2013. Some of those announcements were just as surprising as this latest one, considering his history of returning to the sport. Arum seems to think this time is the charm, though. He's of the opinion that Fury has enough money to live comfortably for the rest of his life, and that he's earned the right to enjoy his family and his future, free from the brutality of the ring.
I think he's had enough. And fortunately, he's in the last few years of his career, he earned so much money that his family or himself is never going to want for money. And I would advise him not to ever go back in the ring.
Arum also sees Fury as more than just a fighter. He's convinced that the big man has the potential to be an influential voice in the world, perhaps even more so outside of boxing. According to Arum, Fury has the perfect mix of personality and communication skills to do some real good if he focuses on that side of things. For those who enjoy watching Fury's outlandish rants and unique takes on life, Arum suggests that he could excel as a spokesman, using his voice to make an impact beyond the sport that made him famous.
Make himself useful as a spokesperson because he can communicate extraordinarily well. People are intrigued by him, and I think he can do a lot of good.
This brings us to the fight that many had hoped to see for years, but will likely never come to fruition: Fury versus Joshua. If Fury sticks to his guns and remains retired, that massive showdown, which was teased for years, will remain in the realm of what if and maybe someday. Arum, though, isn't losing any sleep over it. As he pointed out, he's not a Brit, so the idea of a domestic heavyweight clash between Fury and Joshua doesn't set his heart racing.
I'm not a Brit, so I'm not as fascinated by Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury fight as a Brit may be, so it doesn't move me that he's walking away from boxing and walking away from that fight.
But here's the thing, no one really knows if Fury will stick to his decision this time. He's shown us time and again that he's not exactly the most predictable person when it comes to retirement plans. It's entirely possible that Fury, the man who once conquered the heavyweight division and then announced his departure as easily as someone would exit a party, could change his mind. Arum even admitted he couldn't fully predict what the Gypsy King would do next.
Tyson is a very outward kind of person. He communicates well, and he reaches out and he expresses what he thinks. But that being said, Do I really know what deep down he's going to do? No, because I don't think he really does.
Still, Arum has made his stance clear. If Fury wanted to come back, Top Rank would be happy to support him.
If he did pick up the phone and he said, look, Bob, I want to come back, would you support that?
Not for me to support it or to condemn it. You know, nobody is forcing him to do anything. And if he wanted to come back and he wanted Top Rank to be part of the comeback, of course we would be willing to do it.
Frank Warren also echoed Arum's thoughts. Warren said that if Fury did choose to return, it would be his own decision, and that he wasn't even planning to bring up the topic with him.
You know, he's had a brilliant career, and he's made a lot of money, and God bless him for that. And I just hope now that he can be happy. That's what counts more than anything. He's got a fabulous family, big family, 7 children, his wife Paris. He needs to enjoy life. That's what he needs to do now.
But let's not forget that while Arum and Warren have their views on what Fury should do, others are still holding out hope for the big return. None more so than Eddie Hearn, who still holds the dream of seeing a Fury-Joshua clash. For Hearn, it's not just about the fight itself, but the legacy it would cement for both men. Joshua, as Hearn pointed out, has already done wonders for British boxing. Despite getting hammered by Daniel Dubios, Joshua is a 2-time world heavyweight champion and has changed the landscape of the sport, helping to make stadium fights a regular occurrence. But Joshua still believes there's unfinished business. Hearn, speaking about Joshua's future, revealed that AJ is motivated by one final shot at the top and is eager to fight the best. He also mentioned that the stakes could be high for Joshua, who's trying to rebound after a tough couple of years, and he could be looking to make the most out of what could be his last chance to leave a significant legacy.
There's 2 fights for AJ that really stoke the fire. One is the rematch with Daniel Dubois, and the other one is Tyson Fury. Yeah, it's only, you know, he had a niggle after the Dubois fight. He went back into camp and he's just not ready to start punching yet with the same ferocity that he needs to. So I think that there's 2 fights for AJ that really stoked the fire. One is the rematch with Daniel Dubois, and the other one is Tyson Fury, which is out of our control at the moment. But, you know, we hope that something can kick-start that fight, but that's down to Tyson. So if he doesn't fight one of those 2 guys, he has to fight someone, and he's going to want to fight someone in the top 10. And Joseph Parker right now is on one of the hottest runs. I mean, if Dubois doesn't fight Usyk, I'd like to see Dubois fight Parker as well, because I think Joe deserves a shot at the world heavyweight title. But obviously, if there's a big unification fight, undisputed, then, you know, Joe's going to need another dance partner, and maybe it's a Joshua rematch.
As for the ever-elusive Fury versus Joshua fight, it's still a topic of speculation, and some believe there's a potential angle that could draw Fury out of retirement, specifically a lot of money. Carl Froch made waves when he suggested that a £100 million offer from Saudi Arabia could be just a thing to get Fury back in the ring. According to Froch, this fight still holds massive commercial value, even if the rivalry has lost some of its luster over time. And let's be real, for the right amount of cash, most people would lace up the gloves one more time, Fury included.
I thought he was probably going to fight the AJ fight because he wants the money now. He wants the old Bunsen burner. The Saudi money's on the table. He's earned big money though already, but he did want to earn more. He just said, all I'm interested, last couple of fights, all I'm interested in is the money. I'm not doing it for anything else. You can't spend belts, you can't spend legacy, I think he said. So it's all about the money.
Despite all the drama and uncertainty, Anthony Joshua is still clinging to the dream of facing Fury. He has expressed that the fight would make sense both commercially and as a great man's fight. He's so interested that he calculated the behemoth amount of money the fight would generate if it happens.
Tyson Fury, will it ever happen, you and Tyson?
I'll be honest, I don't want to talk about that because it's been going on for a long time,
okay.
But that would be a great fight.
You would love it too, though?
Yeah.
Before you both hang up the gloves? Of course.
Yeah, no,
2 million plus pay-per-view buys in the UK.
Yes, let me one second.
We need something like that.
It's on here?
Yeah.
So we got what, 2 million plus buys?
Yeah.
I'm trying to crunch my numbers.
Times, let's say 24.95.
Times that by. Let's round up to 30.
Okay.
Round up to 30.
We're putting pay-per-view prices up, okay?
Okay. We got a light 60
It's not a good
there.
PR move, AJ.
Don't worry about that. We got a light 60 mil. Now we're going to add a little.
Plus the gate?
How much are we going to add to the gate? Cheeky 30?
Don't know, we doing expensive ringsides?
Of course, bro. 10 bags of seat.
Okay,
so
say no
we're
more.
Put that little 30 M's to chuck in there as well. Okay, cool. So we're at 90 mil right now. Okay, what else are we going to get? Little sponsors, little 20 mil?
Yes.
Right, a little 110 right now.
Yes.
Chuck Fury a little 30 out of that.
Yes.
Chuck
Chuck Fury a
10
little
out of
30.
that. And I'm gonna take the rest.
Do you reckon
For Joshua, it's the pinnacle, even if it feels a bit overdue. He's not backing down from the idea of facing Fury, even if it's been years in the making. But whether or not Fury will be tempted back into the ring to settle the score remains a question with no easy answer. So what do you think about this fight? Make sure to let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe for more boxing content like this.